Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? It's Frank here, welcome to another episode of Tier Changes. Today we're going to do Escavalier, and you will see that this video is a bit different, because I already recorded this. Yes, I did, but the sound got corrupt. I did manage to keep the video at least though. And I wanted to make use of it, because I actually did enjoy the battles on this Showdown live Tier Changes. Quite nice. That kind of showcased pretty well how the team worked. So I'm going to keep them. And we're going to do some sort of watch together. And here it is. The tier changes we're doing today is Escavalier in NU. It has dropped down from UU to NU this gen. It passed through RU. It wasn't used enough in RU. And now it's NU. I do think it's quite fair in NU. And you will see how it goes. The moveset we're using, as you can see, is going to be Choice Band. It's going to be with Mega Horn, Iron Head, Knockoff, and Close Combat. Now this thing has 405 base attack with the Adamant Nature plus the Choice Band. It's not something you laugh at. For sure. It's very strong. Very powerful. And yep. I think it's good. I think it's gonna remain in NU. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's good for him. Perhaps it's gonna be at some point too good for it, and it's gonna be NUBL. But I think it's quite fair for Escavalier to remain in this tier. As you can see here, I'm showing the buffs. Pretty nice coverage it gets too. It gets close combat these generations, which it did. It works very well to hit the pesky defensive Alolan and Sand Slashes that otherwise could be annoying and are annoying for this team a bit. And yeah, you have Overcoat too. Very nice. It is supported by, as you can see, the offensive Sylvali Dark. It has a defog. I'm running U-turn. I think it could work if you have Parting Shot, but I do enjoy U-turn quite a bit on an offensive set physical attacker. And here's coverage, extra coverage with Psychic Fang. It's just a fast defogger that can tank knockoffs. I think it works pretty well on this team, because getting the items knocked off on this team is kind of painful, since we are using a bunch of wall breaking with this bulky offense team. I'm having 2 Choice Bandits and 1 Spexmon. It is pretty intense. So getting those knocked off is bad. So having the defensive core, kind of, this is not defensive, but it's support offensive. It works pretty well. Multi-attacker stab and Psychic Fangs as moves to hit what's called Weezings. Yes. Confragger is here. I really like this set. It works pretty well in this team. It is supposed to just tank some hits in the special side and do some damage to the opposing team. And the objective of the team is to, spread status around. Spread them out, weaken the team, and then the wall breakers of the team, the bulky offense boys, will destroy the remains. So, Will-O-Wisp Hex, as I'm showing up, is one of the combos to deal with the special side of the spectrum, and Body Press and Iron Defense for the physical one. Most of the times, Confragger will end up dying. That's what it is. But it has to spread the Will-O-Wisps around, and it has to spread damage with Hex or either Body Press. I know Body Press without, max defense is not the same, but it works pretty well. The offensive set is going to be Mudsdale. Hits pretty hard with Earthquake. Then we do have the oldest stock combo in the game, Protected Toxic, and then Stealth Rockers to set up the Stealth Rockers of the team. They do make quite a big, nice core together. Pretty nice. Then we do have the Choice Bandit Basculin. Hits very hard. With Basculin, we have the second member of the Volturn combo we got going on with Sylvali, Whimsicott, and then Basculin and the 3. I do have priority on this team because it's quite slow. You can see it. With Aquajet, without it, it's actually very useful. It helps finishing games, and it kind of gives you a bit of speed control, right? It's quite great. And the last one is going to be Whimsicott, which it's a spec set. We're running Infiltrator because honestly I have no move to make use of Fracture. So with Infiltrator you can pass through the Veil, the what's it called? The Ice Veil, Hail, the Hail Veil, Aurora Veil, and subs. And it's all around pretty useful. It gives a bit of speed on the team since Whimsicott is super fast. Even though it's not Scarfer's fast, it's still pretty fast. And finishes the Volturn core. And there you go. Shows battles. I'm gonna show you the battles anyways. Hopefully it's not too weird to watch a video like this. I don't think there's too much difference, but it's just me watching it later with you. Very, very romantic, I guess. Very cool. Hopefully you guys have been doing great though, and you're having a good day, good time. Make sure to stay safe. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I did find battles quite quickly. I think at some point we're gonna have a battle now, but yeah, just watch your hands and be safe. I do remember this opponent quite well. He did piss me off quite a bit. So at least in this recording you'll see me pissed off, but he did piss me off and you'll see why. Looking at the team, Gastrodon, always a stop to Basculin. If there's a stop to Basculin, it's pretty bad, but my team, it has some things to deal with the Weezing and Gastrodon as coverage. That's why we have the Whimsicott over here. And yeah, most of them are quite obsessed into setting the toxic spikes, and you know, spreading status in this tier is quite good. And here I'm gonna try to do that as well. Get the Weezing, so I can start damaging it with hexes. Very nice. And I think things are gonna start looking good. If I get burned on anything, it's great. If Ninetales comes in with spam hex, again, the Fagragus is supposed to die, right? So that's how it goes. Sorry, mate. Here goes the Gastrodon, and we get the burn on it, and it's all around a very fun time. We're gonna get hex damage too. See how much I do. See if he is physical or special defensive. Very good. I see toxic speed. Don't really mind. And he does shit damage, meaning that he's Spadef, which is not too bad, because that means my physical monsters can do a lot of damage. With a T-Spike though, I'm gonna get regular poison on Arceus instead of the burn, so I can switch out on this decently. I can get some defogs going. And this is not the moment though my opponent pissed me off. So far, the battles are doing is going alright. But oh boy, he was different. He was different. And I could defog these spikes away. Always nice. Getting most of my team is grounded, so either spikes or toxic spikes is good to get rid of, for sure. For sure. And I think I should go into Whimsicott here, yeah, just in case he's called. I see Earth Powers again, which is even better. Now, what would you do here, right? I thought he would go into Weezing. That was the play. So I'm gonna go for Psychic first. But he goes into Ninetales, you know, which is fair enough. You resist Grass and Fairy. But that means you cannot go for Ninetales again on the switch. So let's keep that in mind. As I said, killing Gastrodon is very important for my team. Because basically, if you have Gastrodon on your team, that means that I cannot be using Basculin on mine too often. So I'm gonna go for a body press here, do a bit of damage, and I'm gonna do the same play since I know he's gonna recover. And here we begin the non-switching, because that's what happens. Here I was so sure again he wouldn't switch out, so I'll go for a U-turn. That's what I should do, yeah. But he stays on a Whimsicott. I know you're Spadef, but still. He tries to toxic me. I understand that play. Perhaps you could have taken it. I don't think you could, but this time I am thinking he could switch into into one of these things. Thankfully he didn't burn me, but I get rid of the passive recovery and gas, which is fantastic. Now I do switch here because I didn't want to get burned, just in case he didn't recover, but he did recover. But that was good of me. Now here we go for Psychic expecting the switch. He doesn't switch again, and I'm like, damn, this guy is outplaying me. How does he know? But no, that wasn't the case. He just didn't believe in switching. And here I even stay in again expecting the double, because he's been making the play so much, and I'm stubborn, thinking that this time I'm gonna get him. I'm even gonna put the, the timer to pressure him. This time, buddy. This time is the good one. But he stays again. I guess he knows now that we're choice specs, so he had no reason to switch. I was quite angry there. So I have to go into this Escavalier on the recover. And we're going boom boom, buddy. We're going boom boom. Nope. Double switch. He stays again. Okay. This time, I'm gonna go for your U-turn. This time this time I go for Giga Train. I was sure I should have done it, because in the end I was like, he's gonna do the play again. It was a lot of mind games going on at the moment. We go for Psychic, he doesn't switch. At that point, you can see the little pause I'm doing here. I was I was quite angry. I was angry. Go back into these on the recover, and this time is when I get tired, go for Mega Horns. We'll go for the boom boom bang. And the only thing I was very scared of is to get burned. And I missed. So we have another chance. And in this one, I think it is the ones that does get the burn. Terrible, I know. But I do get a crit, so that's great. And I'm gonna stay spamming the Mega Horn more and more. To the point that I killed the Gastrodon. So he didn't give a fuck about the Gastrodon at all in the whole battle. He just didn't care. And with that ended up making it even stronger. I get the Mega Horn damage on the Nasty Blow, which is great. And that means he's not Scarf either, which is good for me. I'm gonna decide to sack it, obviously. You know, a 3% Escavalier is not too good, and it's Life Orb. Very nice, very nice. Still not in range of Aqua Jet, I think, though. Whimsicott, it is faster, though. So, no reason not to go for a moment. At this point, I'm not predicting the Weezing no more. If he wants to go for it, just fuck it. I'm just gonna kill the Rotom and call it a day. He didn't switch. And now comes the Weezing. I think I'm just going to Silvally Duck. I think I made a little mistake in this battle at this point. I don't know. I think, did I defog? I think he spammed Toxic Spikes. He really wanted them up. So I let him have it at the end, because he's gonna be annoying like that. Better get damage on the Weezing and play with the T-Spikes, because since he's just trying to do that, he put the second one. I wouldn't have done that. I think the second one is worse, because the first turns you're doing like no damage. Yeah, I went for a multi-attack, kinda does the same damage anyways. But just in case he switched, doesn't really matter. Now we bring this Basculin, no switchings to an almighty powerful Liquidation. It's great, dude. It is great. Look at that, boom. Nope, doesn't kill, and he explodes. But Basculin lives on 6. Sadly, the dumb poison killed it. But it's just so close. I don't know how much damage that is, but it is very unfortunate. Let me just say that. But this is looking quite powerful now. I know this thing has Energy Ball. I can take it. I do have to go for damage. But the Toxic, the Protect on Ninetales is really pissing me off. And this time I'm gonna go for Toxic, catching the Sableye. Or the Chinchino if you want to go for it. And boom, I get that good. I get that one good. And I was expecting the Sableye to also have Protect, because how that team works. Being annoying. But he does have Anchor. I should have, I guess, thought about that. But I do still have Cofagrigus with the Cobble Berry to just do damage to the Sableye. Put him in range. Sableye is not really the problem. It's annoying, but it's not really the problem. So I'm good with that. As you can see, the battle is pretty close. The battles were quite good in this one. The Showdown was great to watch. That's why I decided to, instead of recording another, just using this footage, because I really like this one, and it shows how the team works. You know, I'm spraying the status now too. I was thinking of flicking Iron Defense, but at the end, just damage on the Sableye. If he spams recover, he spams recover. Fuck it. And that's pretty much it. I was maybe thinking he could have gone into Cinccino. But at the end, I decided to just stay in. We would both die here, which is quite good. And I could now go with... I'm just checking the speed tiers. I see that Whimsy got outspeed, which is great. Unless he scoffs. Which is... Each scoff could be a problem. But go to Modsdale, spam Earthquake. It's a great thing to do. In fact, I even saw these. I knew he would go for Protect again. Because I know how he was playing. So I get the rocks on the Protect. Well done, me. Free turn to get rocks. Spam Earthquake until we die. That was a shit ton of damage, though. Ninetales goes down, which means if he's not scuffed on the Cinccino, we win with Whimsicott. And we go for it. He goes for the bullet shit. This is gonna go, down to the wire because I didn't see any item on the Cinccino. And I was starting to get worried. Look at all this boost, though. They love clicking bullet shit on this guy. It actually lives quite nicely if you have more HP. But yeah, Moonblast peeks off the Cinccino. Very nice. Quite a battle, honestly, very close. But the team always ends up clutching it out, especially with Whimsicott. After the status spreading and the weakening, very few things can deal with Specs Whimsicott in the end. Very nice. So this is the second one. I do remember making a joke saying, "Notice me send pack," because he didn't tick the move too quickly. But yeah, that last opponent did piss me off. And this one, I don't remember how this one goes. I actually forgot the result of this battle. I think I lost this one though. Oh, I think I remember. Yeah, it's okay though. I shouldn't be spoiling the results. But it is how it is. We're thinking what to do. I think I decided to lead with Escavalier. And knockoff is usually great. I was thinking of leading with Whimsicott too, because actually now that I'm seeing it, Moonblast is pretty powerful against his team. But you will see that the core he's got going on is hard to bring down. Must say. I must say. Look at that. You have Meal Tank, Aromatisse, and then Gastrodon. My team is not excellent against it for sure. The idea is that leading with Escavalier, I can pretty much hurt most of his team with knockoff. And if he leads with Meal Tank, we could have gone for the close combat and destroy it, because it doesn't take a close combat for a bandit element Escavalier well. This is where I make the Notice Me Send Pack joke, because he's not clicking the move. And that's unfortunate. And here we go. Meal Tank lead, close combat. Not even thinking about it. If he wants to go to his stupid Aromatisse, he can do it. Only it is fun when I use Aromatisse. Plus, switching Aromatisse into Escavalier is not usually the best of ideas. And look at this. 97% to Meal Tank. It's so good. You can even Meal Trick this. You have to go for the attack. It's nuts. So I already hold the advantage quite quickly this battle, by killing the Meal Tank early, which is very nice. Not the opponent not being able to pass wishes on this. It's beautiful. Let me tell you. But the Rotom fan comes in. I do not remember what this Rotom fan did. I think he does predict the Modsdale switch, because it's quite obvious, and I am -2 defenses, but it doesn't do much damage. Even though I'm not invested in Spadef, it's not too bad. Of the Protect here, just to scout a bit what he does, and then we pull a double into Cofagrigus to not get the burn on that. On the horse at least. This Rotom is going to turn out to be a pain in the ass later, and you'll see why, because unfortunate things happen over and over. And here we go, 4th of Rasmus to get a nice Will-O-Wisp. Oh, we missed. Hex Will-O-Wisp would have been good. So I just go for a body press, even though it's not the most effective, as you want to damage it. That does shit damage. So this is not going well. This battle did not go well. But the Frostmoth kills me. And now I think it is the time. I did not bring Archers because, you know, it has Archers in Escavalier. It does have Bug Boss. So just to save Megahorn is great. And Rotom gets fucked. Look at that. Half HP to the Rotom. It's very good. Sadly, without the Cofagrigus, this is the one that has to do it. And we can click the Toxic on Rotom. And it's going to be good times. For sure. I do get it on Gastrodon the switching, which is equally as nice. Yep, having a Toxic on Gastrodon is usually a pleasant feeling. I must say. You know, I know the Gastrodon is suffering. Okay, but it's great. It's annoying. So here we go into this. We take the Toxic. It's not too bad because we can get the defog on, and he cannot put the rocks again. But the Aromatisse hits the field, and this is a problem. This is a problem because indeed it is a wish set with aromatherapy, Moonblast, and guess it off. You will guess it right now. Go for the knockoff to remove the item. He does have Protect. When I saw this Protect, I knew this was a problem. Knockoff is great to get rid of the Aromatisse's lefties. That's why I stay in. Even I thought, you know, he'd just go for Moonblast anyway, so this is good. But here's where the problems begin, because now I have to switch, and now I can get the Toxic at least. I mean, you know, the Stealth and then Toxic the Rotom as defogs, because I imagine this was the only defogger he has. It could have been Frostmoth, but I doubt it. I don't even think Frostmoth gets defog. I don't know. I think it does. So yeah, the idea is to set up rocks, Toxic the Rotom, and then force the Aromatisse to use another aromatherapy. And, you know, having some free turns with that. I know he's going to pass it to Rotom. There's nothing I can do about it. I might as well get the Toxic in. It's beautiful. And there we go. We missed the Toxic. So we missed it was the Will-O-Wisp with the Toxic. This is not good, because this Toxic is a loss of momentum so big. Now he does have a free turn to defog. The Aromatisse doesn't have to go for aromatherapy at all, so we can just Waste Protect directly. Yeah. It's just what it is. Missing Toxic sometimes can just debunkle the whole game plan you got, and it's unfortunate, but it is not as important. But getting free turns against Aromatisse is great. I tried to see how much damage multi-attack the Aromatisse. It does pathetic damage, which means the battle is going downhill for sure. I've been trying to go for Psychic Fangs for the free damage. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. I can even bring Escavalier and try to just do something with it, but he does have to Protect. And she's gonna just play around, you know, accordingly. My only chance now is to bring Wingseekot in the double and, you know, kill the Rotom this way. He does bring Pteranodon here. He didn't go into Rotom as I was expecting. Pteranodon is pretty alright too as a switch-in, because he resists the Iron Head. And I just wanted to see how much damage Moonblast does. I don't have like good switch-ins of his specs, as you can see. So it's just, you know, that he reveals to be scoffed, and with him being scoffed, the end of the game approaches as I try to predict the switch-in, just in case he thinks I can take the Flash Cannon, but he doesn't. He just goes for the damage, and that seals it, brother. Send the GG. Kinda hacks, not hacksy, a little bit hacksy, but not too much. And I run from that battle. It just didn't go well. It happens. I tried to make some predictions at the end to try to bring it back, but the momentum was so far down, and so far away from my reach that it was not possible. This one also did piss me off a bit, but this guy has a cool team. I like him. Whimsicott is very good against most of his team, except I'm checking my rank here. I didn't know what I was. I did drop a bit. I was in 13, but the last battle, 1300, the last battle just dropped me down. It's so sad. So yeah, I should lead with Whimsicott. Yes. I should live with Wish Cut, and I do because I'm smart. Now here we go. Here we still begin with the opponents not switching. It is true that Wishy-Washy can take a Giga Drain. I just didn't think he would do it. And he gets the freeze. Which kind of sucks ass, because now he can just destroy me. There's nothing I can do about it. I even bring Whimsicott again. I think. I shouldn't have done it. Yeah, there you go. Good, good, good. And this is a pain. I decided to bring this, since he does have Hydro Pump. I need to just do damage to this Wishy-Washy. And there we go. We do a lot of it. He's going to become a schooling little fish. And I'm just going to click Mega Horn. I don't even care. And here goes the thing that pissed me off. I do a lot of damage to this Togedemaru, but he's a Rocky Helmet, Iron Barb set. Not only that, even though it's a free switch into this, it also has Spiky Shield. And you will see this guy. This fucking Rocky Helmet thing, it's so annoying. I got these rocks. Talk about annoying, this Eldegoss was really a pain in the ass. He did have a pretty annoying core here. This Eldegoss and this Togedemaru to take down were not easy, let me tell you. But yeah, you can just spin, and I'm gonna go for a Moonblast here to kind of know how much I can do to Eldegoss, and turns out it is fully Spadef, so the Moonblast does shit damage. There was Specs Boomers did 35%. It's so bad, so weak, so tanky. This Eldegoss is so tanky. It has regen too. Oh, very annoying. And now he doubles into Togedemaru on the Boomblast. I could have destroyed him, but it just didn't work. Thankfully, though, you know, we went to this. I did expect either the Protect, I think. So I went for Rocks. Or Toxic, look at that. Expecting the Grass type. I should have went for Rocks, though. That was an over-predict. I didn't have to do that at all. Because I could have Toxic the Eldegoss then, right? He decides to bring Rhydon, which is weird. I think he was just tired of me switching, so he just decided to be proactive and set up Rocks. But that just meant I could just get damage on Rhydon, which is so good for me. I think that just worthy trade. I just didn't give a fuck about the Rocks. I missed a Toxic here, which, you know, another one. She's not going too well. Look, it was you see the frantic movements on the mouse. You know, I'm getting pissed a bit, right? But yeah, this is just easy defog. She stays in. I didn't reveal the U-turn yet, though, so I'm gonna go in for it. At this point, U-turn is gonna do a lot of damage to this Eldegoss, as you can see, because he was fully Spadef, as we saw with the Calc, with the Bone Blast. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. And now I know that his last moveset, Giga Drain. So he basically cannot do anything to this. That's how it is. So yeah. I get a crit here, which is quite nice. That kind of helps. I was not expecting him to stay, but you just click U-turning the Togedemaru. It's very annoying, but as long as I get the momentum on the team, I think I'll do well. I think he should switch here, and he does switch. I take a shit ton of damage. So as you can see, perhaps the... You know, it would have been great to have Parting Shot there too. It just depends. Although U-turn is helping me to take down that fucking Eldegoss very nicely. Let's go for a safe Earthquake just in case he gets greedy. That's the idea. And he does get greedy, and I kill the Togedemaru, which was so good for me. This is when the battle changed. When the Togedemaru is down, this is perfect. Here I make a mistake. I try to kill Rhydon. It doesn't do enough damage, and then he gets the wish. So that was pretty. That's a big mistake on my part, I think. I'm scouting here the Will-O-Wisp, but actually he goes for Trick, which means Escavalier Dark can switch in, and these are just advantages, because on the Trick you cannot trick the memory of, well, the item of Escavalier if it's one of the plates, the memories, I should say. And with this, we can 2-hit KO the Rhydon on the switch-in. He was expecting the defog, but I'm not going to do that as long as the Rhydon is alive. You don't have the Togedemaru no more, so I'm not that afraid of clicking attacking moves. And here's where I make a little mistake. I tried to go for Eldegoss and tried to go for damage. I should have defogged. I decided to keep going with the rocks, though. He does remove them. And here it is. I decided to try to kill the Eldegoss. I do a lot of damage to Lipod, but you know, I cannot switch Silvally now. It's dead on rock. So I should have default on the switch to Lipod. I tried to pick up the Eldegoss. That was very hasty of me. He does have regen. He was pretty clear that he would switch, but he didn't do it. The Eldegoss is very weak though, so it's not all that bad. And I have 2 sacks now. He does have 1 sack. U-turns here, and I think he should sack the fish, but he goes into Eldegoss, and here it is. I 2-hit KO the Eldegoss because of the damage I got early in rocks. So it's not that bad, okay? Sadly, he does have the Giga Drain, and at this point he has to choose either spin or killing a horse, and if he kills the horse, as he did, I can bring this and spam Bone Blast. It's not gonna get the recovery, but this is the moment where I started to doubt my strategy, because this Eldegoss is being a bitch. Being a bitch to take down. Luckily, if he would have switched now, that would have been a problem, I think. But he doesn't. He lets it die, which was, I think it was actually quite not good for him. It's not what I would have done. I have 2 sacks now. The first one is going to be Escavalier. But no, I go for Moonblast because he overpredicts and go for T-Bolt, which was pretty nice. I need to keep this Whimsicott though, please. Please do it. I have 2 sacks. Please do it. There you go. That's the first one. Boom. Down. Now we're going to Basculin. And the Aquajet pretty much destroys him. Because he's very weakened, as I said. Weakening their teams is usually nice. I was very afraid that these had Sucker Punch. I was thinking of switching to Silvally Duck or the Sucker Punch to Scout. But that would have been just taking more rocks damage. So at the end I decided to go for Aquajet and finish the game with that. Thankfully he didn't have Sucker Punch. So there it is. GG. See, those were good battles. Right? I did enjoy them. And hopefully you did too. This was the live and the team. Escavalier now is Edu. As I said, let me know what you think about it. I think this one's very interesting. You think it's gonna remain in NU? You think it's gonna even drop down to PU? I doubt it though. If it drops down to PU, it's gonna be PU BL. You think it's gonna stay in NU BL? Or you think people's gonna start using it until it reaches RU again? It would have been nice to know what you guys think. And hopefully I can see you guys in the next video, right? And give me your thoughts on Escavalier. I think it's a very cool mon. And it's quite low on the ladder now. You're on the ladders, but it's good to have them. And hopefully you have enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.